I guess. Okay. Hi, Ruthie and May. Can you see this okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So this book is called One Grain of Rice, and it's written by Demi. Okay, it's a very beautiful book, so I have to show you the pictures. And I put my name in it so that no one would take it. So there's a little girl, and let's find out more about her. Okay, so can you see that? Oh, it's just the cover page. There she is again. All right. How am I going to read this upside down? Okay. It says, long ago in India, there lived a Raja who believed that he was wise and fair, as a Raja should be. So what do you guys think a Raja is?
Like a king.
Yeah, exactly. So he's like a king, and there he is on his horse.
A king that rules the world.
Yes, he ruled in India. Okay, so can you see this okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
It says the people in his province were rice farmers. And the Raja decreed that everyone must give nearly all of their rice to him. That doesn't seem very fair. I will store the rice safely, the Raja promised the people, so that in a time of famine, everyone will have rice to eat and no one will go hungry. What is a famine?
Like starvation.
Exactly. So he takes all the rice from the farmers and he's going to put them in his storehouse. So here's his storehouse here. And it says,
Fancy storehouse.
what's that? You can't see the storehouse?
No, it looks like a fancy storehouse.
Oh, yeah. He's fancy. He's very fancy. Each year, the Raja's rice collectors gathered nearly all the people's rice and carried it away to the royal storehouses. And that's why it's so fancy, because they're royal. And then, for many years, the rice grew well. The people gave nearly all their rice to the Raja, and the storehouses were always full. But the people were left with only just enough to get by. So there's the storehouse, so full of rice. They don't have very much. Do you see the little people?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And they're using, what are they using to transport the rice?
Horses. Horses.
Is that a horse? Look careful.
Yes. Wait. Elephant.
Elephant.
Elephant, yes. It
Okay.
looks like a horse because it's all black.
Right.
Or blue, it kind of blended in.
And it's really weird to see this online, huh? It says, then one year the rice grew badly and there was famine and hunger and the people had no rice to give the Raja and they had no rice to eat. So what was the Raja supposed to do when the people were starting to go hungry?
Give them rice.
Oh, he should give it back, right? That's what he said he was going to do. So let's look at what's going on in this picture. Can you tell me? Can you see it?
There's rice bowls?
Yeah, let's see what's going on. The Raja's ministers implored him, Your Highness, let's open the royal storehouses. After all, that's what they're for. And give the rice to the people as you promised. No, cried the Raja. How do I know how long the famine may last? I will have the rice for myself. Promise or no promise, a Raja must not go hungry. So wait, what is he doing?
He's keeping it.
He's keeping it for himself?
Yeah.
Is that fair?
No.
No. Okay, let's look and see what's going on over here.
No.
Okay, time went on and the people grew more and more hungry. The Raja would not give out the rice. So what are they doing in this picture? Can you see the picture?
They're making a fire?
Yeah. Do they have anything to cook in that fire?
Nope.
Because they're all hungry. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, then one day the Raja ordered a feast for himself and his court. What? He's gonna have a feast, you guys.
And it's not for the village.
No, it's just for him, for his court and his court. As it seemed he should. A Raja should now and then, even though there is a famine, he should still have a feast. A servant led an elephant from the royal storehouse to the palace carrying full baskets of rice. Do you guys like to eat rice?
I like butter rice.
Me
butter
too.
rice.
Okay, so look what's happening. Who's taking the rice?
Elephants.
The elephant. Yes.
Elephants.
So you see here is somebody leading the elephant. What's this person doing?
Carrying it?
Let's see what happens. Says a village girl named Ronnie, okay, she saw that a trickle of rice was falling out of the basket. Oh, there was a hole in the basket. Quickly, she jumped up and walked alongside the elephant, catching the falling rice in her skirt. She was clever, and she began to make a plan. What do you guys think her plan might be?
To get the rice. To keep the rice from the bag that was falling.
Do you think she could eat that rice?
Yeah. Yes, she would give it to the village and herself.
Okay, let's see what she does. So, at the palace, here she is. She arrives at the palace. A guard cried, "Halt, thief!" What do they think that she did? They called her a thief.
They probably thought that she had opened the bag and was stealing it.
Oh, they think she's stealing it. I'm not a thief, Ronnie replied. This rice fell from the basket and I am returning it to the Raja. Look at that. She's going to give it back. That's nice of her. If you find something that belongs to someone else, should you give it back? Probably. Okay, so here she is. She's talking to the Raja. She says, when the Raja heard about Ronnie's good deed, what's a good deed?
It's when you do something that's helpful to other people.
Yes. When he heard about the good deed of Ronnie, he asked his ministers, "Bring her before me. I wish to reward you for returning what belongs to me." Wait, does that rice belong to him?
No.
Ask me for anything and you shall have it. What would you ask for if you were Ronnie?
A marshmallow that would never end.
A what?
A marshmallow that would never end. Each bite you took, it would just go back together.
Oh, what would you ask for, May?
What if you just put it all in your mouth? It would just grow back in your mouth? No, it would go.
What do you think that Ronnie should ask for as her reward? We'll see. Should we see what she's going to ask for? She's clever. Rice, okay. Your Highness, said Ronnie, I do not deserve any reward at all.
What?
Not even an endless marshmallow. But if you wish, you may give me 1 grain of rice. Is that very much?
No.
No. Only 1 grain of rice, exclaimed the Raja. Surely you will allow me to reward you more plentifully, as a Raja should. What does that mean, to be rewarded plentifully? What does that word plentifully mean?
A lot.
A lot.
More.
He wants to give her a big reward. Okay, so let's see what she says. Very well, says Ronnie. If it pleases your Highness, you may reward me in this way. Today, you will give me a single grain of rice. Then, each day, for 30 days, you will give me double the rice you gave me the day before. Thus, tomorrow, you will give me 2 grains of rice. And the next day, how many?
4.
4. And the next day?
8.
8. And the next day?
16.
And the next day?
32.
2. Do you guys, oh, you have paper, don't you?
Yeah.
What if you started to figure out, could you figure out how much rice?
I have this math book at school, and
Okay.
it had a problem like that, except it was like David's mom was bringing groceries home from the store, and she said she'd pay him for bringing the bags in, and then he said, well, blah, 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 whatever that said.
Oh, okay. So 32, do you think it's going to be a lot of rice in 30 days or not very much rice?
Yes.
A lot? You predict it's going to be a lot? Okay, let's see how much it is. Okay. So, do you think the Raja knows how much rice it's going to be?
No.
That beautiful picture. What's going on in this picture, do you think?
Peacock. Peacock.
Peacock. What else do you see?
Lots of birdies.
What are the birds giving to Ronnie?
The
rice, right?
rice?
So it says, this seemed to be a modest reward. Do you know what that word modest means?
Nope. Good.
It doesn't, so the Raja does not think it's going to, you think it's going to be a lot of rice. The Raja does not think it's going to be a lot of rice. He thinks this is going to be a modest reward. Modest means not very much. When you're modest, you're kind of like, well, we'll have to look that up, but modest essentially is, it's a small reward, okay? But you shall have it. So he agrees to this. And Ronnie was presented with a single grain of rice. So there she is, there's the bird, she gets a single grain of rice. Then the next day, how much rice is she getting on the next day? 2. And then the following day, she's presented with 4, exactly. So it's doubling every day. Okay, here she's getting all this rice delivered to her. Who else is bringing her the rice?
Tigers and kitties and lions.
Lions.
And cheetah.
On the 9th day, Ronnie was presented with 256 grains of rice.
Whoa.
She received all 511 grains of rice, only enough for a small handful. This girl is honest, but she's not very clever, thought the Raja. She could have gained more rice by keeping what fell in her skirt. Remember when she collected the rice in her skirt?
Mm-hmm.
That's originally how she got rewarded. What does it mean that he doesn't think she's very clever? What does the word clever mean?
Oh, it means not very smart.
Yes, he doesn't think she's very smart. Do you guys think that she's very smart?
Yes.
Who is more clever, the Raja or Ronnie?
Ronnie.
Ronnie. So on the 12th day, Ronnie received 2,000. Do you want to write this number down? 2,048 2,048 grains of rice, about 4 handfuls. Can anyone write that number, 2,048?
Me.
You want to flash it on the screen so I can see it? Oh, very good. That's 2,048. Yes. Okay. Then on the 13th day, she received 4,096 grains of rice, enough to fill a bowl. Do you want to write that number down? 4,096? And how did we get 4,096? Double. And so if you double 2,048, you get 4,090. Okay, here she is now. Look at this gorgeous drawing. Isn't that beautiful? Who's bringing her the rice? A goat. On the 16th day, Ronnie was presented with a bag containing 32,000. You want to write the number? 32,000. 768 grains of rice. Altogether, she had 2 full bags. Do you want to show me your number? It's really big, huh? Hold it up. Oh, 32,768. That's a lot of grains of rice. Can you imagine counting out? Could you count?
Bunch of days.
Do you want to take rice and count out that much rice?
No.
So what would, if it's enough for 4 bags, do you have to count out double that amount of rice? Or what could you do if you have 4 bags and you're going to double it? If I give her 4 bags today.
Fill 4 more bags.
Oh, so how many bags should she get the next day?
8.
8 bags, right. We could switch over to bags instead of grains, right? That would be a little bit more efficient. Okay, this doubling adds up. More than I expected, the Raja said, but surely her reward won't amount to much more. But you guys think it's going to be a lot more, huh?
Yes, it's going to be a lot more. 32,000 is a lot, and then it doubles, and then that doubles. So,
What?
yeah, so.
Okay, can you see that?
Yeah, a monkey.
You can't read it, can you, May? The words? Can you read the words?
If you move it out of the sun, I could.
Oh, what's that?
On the 20th day, Ronnie was presented with 16 more bags filled with rice. On the 21st day, she received 1,048,576 grains of rice, enough to fill a basket.
Whoa, look at all this rice that she's getting. That's a crazy amount of rice. Okay, I'll read this one.
Dear.
Good job reading, by the way. On the 24th day, Ronnie was presented with 8,388,608 grains of rice, enough to fill 8 baskets, which were carried by the royal deer. So how many baskets should she get the next day?
16.
16 baskets the next day. Let's see. Look at all those baskets of rice. Can you see them?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So that's the 30. So that's 32.
32 baskets. So it says on the 27th day. Now, how many days were we going to do this for?
30.
30. And so she's on the 27th day. How many days does she have left?
3.
3 more days. On the 27th day, 32 Brahma bulls, so those must be Brahma bulls, were needed to deliver 64 baskets of rice. Wait a second, you counted 32. Why is there 64, do you think?
32 plus 32 is 64.
Oh,
yeah.
And where do you see you don't see the other baskets of rice? Because
we're on the other side.
Oh, they have to balance it out. If they tried to put all that rice on one side of the bowl, it would fall off, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the Raja was deeply troubled. 1 grain of rice has grown very great indeed, he thought, but I shall fulfill the reward to the end as the Raja should. So he feels obligated to do this. Oh my goodness, look at this now. Camels. It says on the 29th day, so that's the day before the last day, Ronnie was presented with the contents of 2 royal storehouses. That's crazy. So all these camels, there's like 3 sets of camels. We can count that.
Get all of it.
That's a lot.
Wasn't there 3 royal storehouses?
What's that?
Wasn't there 3 royal storehouses?
Oh, so she's already taken 2. I don't remember how many there are. Oh, and it goes on. Check it out.
Oh, gee. Whoa.
It's a lot of rice. Okay, now.
Oh my God. Elephants.
And I don't know, we could count this up, but this is a lot. I don't know how many. Let's see if it tells us. Okay, here it says, on the 30th and final day, 256 elephants crossed the province, carrying the contents of the last 4 royal storehouses. 5.
4? 6. There were 6 storehouses.
I guess so. 436,870,912 grains of rice. Would you want to write that number? Okay. Should I read it again?
Mm-hmm.
536 million. 870,912 grains of rice. Did you have it written? Hold it up high.
I just wrote M for million.
Okay, can you hold it up? Let's see. Higher, higher, higher. Oh, okay, okay. Very good. All right, let's go on to the next page. Look at all this rice piled high.
Through the mouth.
Oh, well, mountains and mountains and mountains of rice. And there's Ronnie on top of the pile. Everybody's swimming in rice. Rice everywhere. And it says, altogether, Ronnie received 1 billion, more than 1 billion grains of rice. The Raja had no more rice to give. And what will you do with all of this rice? The Raja said with a sigh. Now that I have none, I shall give it to all the hungry people, said Ronnie, and I shall leave a basket of rice for you too, if you promise from now on to only take as much rice as you need. I promise, said the Raja. And for the rest of his days, the Raja was truly wise and fair, as a Raja should be. And there's everyone dancing with the elephant and Ronnie leading the way. So everybody got fed.
Yay!
Yay! And actually here, now you can see on the bottom of the page, I guess there's a glare, huh? You can see all the different numbers. Do you see the, here's the 5 million.
Where's the last one?
The last one right here is 5 million.
1, 2, 4. 8,
Oh wait, no, it's right here, sorry.
12,
5 million.
4, 128, 256. Really be quiet.
It's okay. She can read them.
512.
You see that one?
1,000.
This is how you write 5,336,870,912. You see that?
Mm-hmm. Whoa.
Wow is right. And here's how much rice she got all together. To count how many grains of rice Ronnie received in all, you would add up these numbers, and the answer it would give you is 1 billion. You see the number? 1,073,741,823. That is a huge number. More than 1 billion grains of rice. So that concludes our story, 1 grain of rice. How'd you like that?
Good.
Good.
That was so awesome.
Yay.